Ben, I'm wondering, do you see there being a danger in folks relying on other people to take care of their retirement?
Yeah, so let me take a step back from that. So a couple years ago, and I may have told you the story once or twice, but I was, I remember 5 or 6 years ago, my parents were still living in Connecticut before they had migrated to Florida, as so many people do. And my mom calls me, and it's like a Friday, I'm home from work early, I'd like to take Fridays easy. And she says, hey, can you go check on your dad? Ooh, Dad's 2 miles away. Sure, I could check on Dad. What's up? Well, he says he hasn't gotten out of bed today. I said, what do you mean he hasn't gotten out of bed today? That's ridiculous. It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, all right, so I hang up the phone, I go in, door's locked, I go upstairs, see my father, he's lying in bed. I'm like, what you doing? And he's just laying there, and I can't get up, my leg hurts. I said, you can't get up, your leg hurts? It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you haven't gotten out of bed? I said, all right, look, man, I give you 2 options. Like, Mom is worried about you, we're gonna go to the hospital. If your leg hurts that bad, we're gonna have somebody look at it. I said, I can either pick you up and carry you, or I can call the ambulance. You can't call the ambulance, they get dirt on Mom's rug, she's gonna kill me.
This man's in pain, and he's worried about dirt on Mom's rug. That's awesome.
Yeah, right, you're worried about dirt on Mom's rug.
I gotta meet him.
All right, I go to pick him up. And I'm, a little stronger than I am today. I'm not, but so I go to pick him up and he screams in pain.
Ooh.
And so I started to get worried. I said, we're calling an ambulance. We're not messing around. And he fights me a little bit. And I said, absolutely not. So we do go to the hospital. And at first they're like, oh, well, he played tennis yesterday. We think it's just a leg strain. It's not a leg strain. You know how I know it's not a leg strain? Because my father couldn't even get up. So we did some testing. And it turned out after us prodding and pushing, right, not trying to rely on what they wanted or their speed, he had sepsis. He had infection in his blood. And my father, even at that point, wanted to understand his medications. He wanted to understand what they were giving him, the timing that they were giving him. He wanted to know all that. And he's in a hospital bed and he's in his 70s. So he did. And there was a point where it was like 2 o'clock in the morning and a nurse came in to give him medicine. And he said, no, don't do that. Somebody already did. I said, no, we give you this every 12 hours. He's like, somebody did that a couple hours ago. It's already been done. Do not give me that medicine. And he was having a 5-minute argument. Turns out he was right.
Wow.
Now, what would have happened if my father didn't take control over his own situation? Right? What would have happened if he wasn't the one that wanted to understand what they were doing to him, that wanted to have some idea, some control to figure, and to have the wherewithal, lying in bed in a hospital, to know when he would take which medicines. How does that come back to retirement planning? You do need to have some control. You do need to have an understanding of what you have. You need to know what you're paying in fees. You know the implications. You need to understand the risk that you're taking in retirement. How much money you can spend. What type of a rate of return do you need? When can you actually retire? How much money do you actually need to get there? You need to have some control. Our job is to educate you, to let you know what you need and how to get there. What you do with that is up to you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to schedule a 15-minute phone call, go ahead and click the link in the description below, and we look forward to talking to you soon.